Hey, what's going on, everybody? Today we're going to be reacting to Ashe the Frost Archer. So, the little bit that I know about Ashe is I think she's one of the oldest, if not like one of the very first champions that was in League of Legends. I learned recently, kind of not like by accident, basically, that Ashe and Tryndamere are wife and husband. Other than that, I just know she's a Frost Archer, and I think when I played League of Legends a very, very, very long time ago, Ashe was like one of the first champions I ever tried. And I think that was because she was just like available and free to use at the time, right? So everything else is going to be brand new information for me going into this. So let's go ahead. And if you're new to my reactions, we're going to take a look at her biography and story first. We'll move on to any cinematics and trailers she has, take a look at her gameplay, take a look at her skins, and then we'll also take a look at the voice lines and special interactions at the very end of the video. Okay, yeah, we're very familiar with Ashe's design here and everything. The quote says, "One tribe, one people, one Freljord." Oh, I think I do also recall that there's like kind of a like her and Sejuani don't see eye to eye, right? I think we learned that during the Lissandra reaction. So, and then, yeah, related champions, we have Sejuani, Tryndamere, which we now know is husband, Braum, and Lissandra. And then role as marksman, makes sense, region Freljord. Cool. All right, it says, Iceborn war mother of the Avarosan tribe, Ashe commands the most populous horde in the north. Stoic, intelligent, and idealistic, yet uncomfortable with her role as leader, she taps into the ancestral magics of her lineage to wield a bow of true ice. With her people's belief that she is a mythological hero Avarosa reincarnated, Ashe hopes to unify the Freljord once more by retaking their ancient tribal lands. Right, and then Sejuani is the other reincarnated sister, right, of Lissandra's sisters. I believe I'm saying that correctly, like in terms of lore-wise, if I can recall. All right, let's fully go into her biography. Ashe hails from the northern Freljord, where brutal tribal raids and interclan warfare are as much part of the landscape as the scream of the frozen winds and the unyielding cold of the tundra. The only child of Grenna, the matriarchal chieftain of the tiny Avarosan tribe, Ashe was Iceborn, a member of the warrior caste, gifted with an ancestral connection to the magic of her lands and the rare ability to wield the power of true ice. Everyone assumed that Ashe would follow her mother as the tribe's next leader. However, this was never a glory Ashe desired. The grim responsibility of her warlike lineage and extraordinary gifts instead left Ashe feeling isolated, burdened, and alone. So we have the idea of like somebody not, like she was born from a leader, but she doesn't want that role, right? She doesn't want to be just stuck into that role. Her only respite was when Sejuani, an Iceborn girl from a sister tribe, would stay with them for the summer hunts around the Orncall Rocks. The girls' friendship defined their childhoods, but was cut short just as they reached their teens. Somehow Grenna had offended Sejuani's grandmother, and the fellowship between their tribes ended suddenly. Soon after, with her youth fading, Ashe's mother began her lifelong quest for the throne of Avarosa, a supposed hoard of treasures and magical items that she hoped would return her people to greatness. But Grenna's belief in prophecies and legends led her to take risks, which often left her tribe enfeebled. Finally, during a dangerous and unnecessary raid in another tribe's lands, Grenna was killed. Her sudden death left young Ashe on the run while most of her tribe was wiped out. Oh wow, so the whole tribe gets pretty much wiped out. Alone, pursued, Ashe followed her mother's last map to a deserted glacier where she found the supposed grave of Avarosa and her magical bow of true ice. Ashe used the weapon to avenge her mother's death, then turned west. Okay, so she kept following Mom's little like prophecy map, and she actually eventually found what Mom was looking for. Whether it was out of duty or loneliness, Ashe gained a reputation by protecting the many scattered hearthbound tribes she encountered. She spurned the custom of taking thralls and instead chose to adopt these desperate people as full members of her new tribe, and her fame grew quickly. Soon many began to believe that she did not just carry the weapon of Avarosa. Ashe was the legend herself, reborn and destined to reunite the Freljord. I wonder how true it actually is, or if it's just really Ashe is just some normal person that just ended up picking up the bow, right? I don't know. But tall tales would not feed her followers, and their long march south left the tribe on the verge of starvation. So Ashe leveraged the myths surrounding her, using them to form alliances with the powerful and land-rich southern tribes, promising to unite them into a nation capable of challenging neighboring kingdoms. These new alliances brought new dangers, and Ashe quickly found herself at the center of a political feud. A war mother, as Freljordian tribal leaders are known, was expected to wed, and taking a husband from one of the major tribes would anger the others. Oh, Ashe could take several husbands, but this would only bring the conflict to a boil within her own household, and the ensuing bloodshed would shatter the alliances she had fought to build. Wow, there's a lot of like, I guess we're just now realizing or getting into it, but there's a lot of like political stuff going on in Freljord when it comes to the tribes up there. Her answer was an impoverished vagabond from a mountain clan that had been nearly wiped out, the warrior Tryndamere. Okay, so we do find out in her biography. He was neither a spirit walker nor blessed with any elemental powers, but upon his arrival in Ashe's new capital, Tryndamere had thrown himself into every dueling ring he could find. He fought with abandon, desperate to prove the destitute survivors of his clan were worthy of adoption by one of the stronger tribes. Okay, so he had to like fight to get his tribe like brought in. But even for the Freljord, his brutal fighting style and extraordinary vitality were unsettling, and many suspected he was touched by dark magic. Ignoring this, Ashe offered to adopt his people as her own if he became her first and only Bloodsworn. Now, we haven't reacted to Tryndamere, so I don't know anything if he actually does have dark magic or anything. Tryndamere accepted reluctantly, though a political marriage, the attraction they felt for each other was palpable, and slowly a true affection blossomed. Oh, see, that's nice. That's wholesome. Now Ashe stands at the head of the largest coalition of Freljordian tribes in many generations. Even so, the unity she would bring rests upon an uneasy peace threatened by internal intrigues, foreign powers, the growing violent horde of the Winter's Claw, and a supposed destiny that Ashe must at least pretend to believe. See, there's my question about, like, is she actually the reincarnated Avarosa? Or is she just like, she's using that politically to, like, kind of push her up? I mean, obviously she's using the bow, but if she's necessarily actually Avarosa reincarnated, maybe you guys will have to let me know in the comments about that. So who is the Winter's Claw? It's been, I don't know if I've actually reacted to too many Freljordians just yet. So the growing violent horde of the Winter's Claw, I don't know exactly who those are. And it's been a while since I've reacted to any Freljordian stuff. I guess Lysandra was the last one, technically. Okay, cool. Like, we really learned quite a bit really fast. So we learned that she didn't really want to be a leader, but she was clearly a natural at it, right? She brought all these tribes together to create the new Avarosan tribe. And she used her power here of pretending to believe that she is the reincarnated, Avarosa and all that. And then, she knew the political marriage that she had to make with Tryndamere, but it ended up being a good thing. She ended up like saying, oh, okay, Tryndamere is actually kind of cool. And they actually ended up liking each other. So this is a very cool biography for her. I like it. All right, the story is called The Harder Path. The colossal brazier flared to life, its flames reaching high into the air. In times past, the gathered tribes would use this as the mark of the festival's beginning. The Harvest Festival had always been the largest celebration of the year for the tribes, and one of the last before winter set in on the plains. As the fire was lit, cheers should have echoed up the frozen slopes of the mountains, calling down blessings from the three sisters. Now, though, the mass of gathered Avarosans remained silent as they turned away from the flames to look up to the stage where Ashe stood. She let her eyes roam over them. No festival had ever seen so many gathered together, and she knew they had come to see her. She grabbed her bow and unslung it, the now familiar piercing chill of the true ice surging through her body. The cold was still painful, even after all her time with the weapon, but now she welcomed it. Using it to focus and block out distractions, she lifted her gaze from the crowd to the roaring flame and took a deep breath as she pulled back the bowstring. All other sounds of the festival faded. My question is, a little bit lore-wise, I guess, is if she doesn't have that bow, like let's say somebody steals the bow, magically, somehow, whatever, does she just lose all her power, A crystal arrow of pure cold form beckoned forth by the deep magic coursing through the bow. Ashe held her breath as she let it to continue to channel magic through her arms. The temperature on the stage plummeted, frost creeping out from beneath her feet. When the cold threatened to finally overwhelm her, she released her breath and let the arrow fly. It arced high over the crowd and slammed into its target with a deafening crack. In an instant, the brazier was frozen over, the dancing shapes of the fire enveloped by the spreading ice. The setting sun shone through the crystallized flames and onto the crowd below, and finally the cheer broke out. The crowd invoked the blessings of the three, Lysandra, Serilda, and Avarosa herself, reincarnated in Ashe. So Serilda was the other one. I couldn't recall the name of the other sister. Ashe kept her address short. Avarosans, never before has a harvest festival seen so many. Sit with your kin from across the snows. We are one family now. Eat, drink, and enjoy. She smiled as the crowd cried out her name. She raised her bow high, and the cheers rose higher in response. Yeah, see, she's like very much so a natural at being a leader, though. Inwardly, she grimaced. As so often, she wondered if it was her leadership that drew them all together or the weapon she carried. Ooh, that's a great question. It was the symbol of Avarosa, and many in the Freljord believed that, as its wielder, she was Avarosa reborn. Ashe slung the bow over her shoulder and shook the thought. Why they joined wasn't as important as what they had become. She hopped off the stage and moved to the crowd as they dispersed to feast-laden tables. The boisterous tribes mixed together, sharing food, drink, and tales of hunts past. The stone picks described the warm yet treacherous southern mountains. Ashe cheered with the others when the red snows recounted the defeat of the Noxian warbands that had tried to advance inland from the coast. A warrior from the ice veins storied blizzard walkers one and all, clapped Ashe on the back as she passed, sending a strange chill through her. So that's cool. We're getting like a little bit of the smaller tribes all together here and like some of their names. All these and more had responded to her call and joined the festivities. All had pledged themselves to the Avarosans, and each tribe needed her to be something different: a prophet, a savior, a mediator, a war mother. Ashe would be them all if she could. As she neared the far end of the feast, though, she froze. At the last table, sitting somber and removed from the rest, was a group of Iceborn that she knew all too well: the Snow Followers, vengeful zealots who had slaughtered a whole tribe only months ago. Oh, Snow Followers, okay. A tribe whose only crime had been joining the Avarosans. A large woman, doubtless their leader, rose and approached Ashe. War Mother Ashe, Avarosas chosen, wielder of her divine bow. My name is Hildur Swarham, truth-bearer and War Mother of the Snow Followers. Ashe imagined the sight of the scorched huts again, the screams of her people dying in agony, and her fury ignited. The crowd around them quieted as Hildur continued, whispers spreading quickly. All gathered had heard of what the Snow Followers had done. So this is where we're getting into like kind of the political landscape here of the Freljord a little bit. We swore an oath that no faith traitors would ever again follow those falsely claiming to be Avarosa reborn. Your warriors fought bravely, but not well. She unslung a large war axe from her back, its blade coated in a thin but clear layer of true ice. Ooh, a true iceborn. She bore the discomfort of the weapon's chilling effect silently. So is she actually like coming at Ashe here? Ashe measured the woman's wide stance, counted the few steps between them. Dried blood matted Hildur's armor, more Avarosan blood. Ashe's muscles tensed as she prepared to move. She was ready for any attack. What she was not ready for, however, was for the War Mother to kneel, lower her head, and offer up the war axe with both hands. Ooh, so like, yeah, it's very political here. So what does Ashe do? Does she accept this person who slaughtered her own tribe's people? Like, I don't know. Forgive us, War Mother Ashe. I did not know then what I do now. I came to challenge you before all your followers to unmask you as a false prophet, but the magic you wield is beyond any I have ever witnessed. None can deny that she speaks through you. I offer you my axe, Jutbane, and my head. Spare my people that they may prove their worth by hunting, farming, and dying in your name. Wow. So this War Mother Hildur is actually saying, I made a mistake. We did not know that you truly are Avarosa reincarnated. I offer my own life for you to, and my weapon, for you to spare the rest of my people. That's crazy. Each of the gathered snow followers followed their war mother's example, kneeling in deference. So now this is where Ashe can choose what kind of war mother she wants to be. She either does murder, the Hildur, or she can be lenient, right? And it's like, you're going to choose two different paths of what kind of person you're going to be here. At once, voices from the crowd called for vengeance, death to the raiders, they cried, right? And that's usually what the crowd wants. They always want death, of course. Barely more than smoldering ruins when Ashe had arrived, the skeletal remains told the story of a village surrounded. The few warriors had been easily identified, for their bodies were untouched by fire, but hacked down and left for the crows. The rest of the tribe had hidden their homes, praying for mercy or simply a quick death. They received neither. Eyes welled up with fury, Ashe reached for the axe. She would take Hildur's head as a warning to any who would. As her hand clasped around it, the true eyes sent the familiar spike of cold through her arm. Ashe felt her bow beginning to radiate against her back, a slow, chilling pulse like a winter breeze. Her mind calmed. Okay, so the true ice actually calmed her mind. Interesting. Stand, Hildur, she said, looking down at the war axe. Hildur rose, furrowing her brow in confusion. Ashe met her probing gaze. The snow followers have shed the blood of my tribe, and they are my enemies, she continued. But you have shown humility and remorse here and now. You are not the snow followers any longer. From today forward, you are Avarosan, and that makes you family. You have nothing to fear from me, cousin. Yeah, and see, I didn't want to say what I think Ashe should do, but this is basically the epitome of taking the high road, or taking the more intelligent road, I feel like, because the low road and the easy road would just to get revenge, right? And just to murder all the snow followers for what they did. But I think Ashe is doing the smarter thing and just like making her tribe even bigger, right? She thrust the war axe back into the woman's hands, and the tension in the air broke. Soon enough, the celebrations were underway again, the joyous feelings redoubled by forgiveness and mercy. Ashe walked to everyone seated at the table, welcoming each in turn. As she turned from them and walked away, she was careful to keep her grief in check. Her heart still burned, but her people needed her to walk a different path than that of revenge. She played her fingers along the bowstring, seeking comfort in its chill. She would be better, she must. See, exactly. That's basically what I'm saying. This actually was such a good story because it gives you in-depth insight into like Ashe's way of thinking, kind of how the true ice works, because the true ice calmed her mind here in this story. It allowed her to think clearly, I think, and it just shows you what kind of leader Ashe wants to be and who she's going to be. And she's going to be one that takes the high road. She's going to be one that's very intelligent, and she's also somebody that it says, she goes around to all the tables, making sure to greet everybody. She's very much so, like I said, like a natural leader in that case. Cool, guys. Wow. I'm actually enjoying Ashe a lot more than I thought I would, because I don't know. I just thought she was Ice Bow Lady from. I mean, I thought more of her than that, but you know what I mean? Like, I kind of was like, okay, I kind of know what I'm getting into with Ashe, but no, we're learning a lot about the tribes and everything of Freljord as well when we're reacting to Ashe here. So we're going to watch the gameplay the champion spotlight for Ashe. It is 10 years old though, so forgive me if some of this stuff has like already been changed. But let's go ahead and get into it. This was definitely before like the rework for League, right? This is like old League.
League of Legends Champion Spotlight, featuring Ashe, the Frost Archer.
I feel like for her, they probably wouldn't have changed much though. But maybe I'm wrong.
Ashe is a long-range marksman who specializes in heavy-hitting critical strikes and kiting enemies with ice-enchanted arrows. With exceptional lane and crowd control, Ashe excels as a primary damage dealer while initiating fights or assisting allies from across the map.
Okay. I feel like this is somebody that I would actually play in game too.
Ashe's passive is focus. Whenever Ashe isn't using basic attacks, her critical strike chance increases over time, reaching a maximum of 100% faster at higher levels.
Is that still the case?
Ashe's first basic attack consumes the critical strike bonus from focus, but casting ability won't reset it.
Oh, okay.
Frost Shot causes each of Ashe's basic attacks to slow enemy movement speed while consuming mana on each hit when toggled on.
Pretty much makes sense.
Frost Shot on to keep enemies at bay or to hold them in range to pick up.
Oh, you can toggle it off and
when
on.
Using volley,
Interesting.
Ashe blankets the target area in a cone of arrows. Each arrow stops on the first enemy hit, dealing physical damage and applying the slow from Frost Shot.
Yeah.
No more than one arrow can hit a single enemy in a volley. Far-off targets can dodge the attack by ducking between arrows or hiding behind other units. Since volley inherits the slow from Frost Shot, it won't freeze enemies if Frost Shot hasn't been leveled.
If it hasn't been turned on, it won't actually do it. Okay.
Passive and active effect. Passively, it grants her bonus gold whenever she kills an enemy. When activated, Ashe sends out a hawk to a target location, revealing the surrounding area, including brush, but not invisibility, for a few seconds. Hawkshot has a very long range, allowing her to scout key map locations or check for incoming threats.
Unless that's changed by now.
Ashe's ultimate Enchanted Crystal Arrow fires a giant arrow off in a target direction. This arrow travels indefinitely until it collides with an enemy champion or flies off the map. If it connects, the arrow shatters on impact, damaging and stunning the champion it hits, while slowing and damaging areas in the surrounding area.
Cool.
The stun duration varies greatly, gaining intensity.
Like, I mean, like I said, like this seems like a very basic, like Frost Archer kind of abilities. Which, I mean, yeah, I mean, that's good. Okay, yeah, we don't need to get into like how to use her and everything. I just really wanted to get to see her abilities and everything. I'm actually going to take a look at the abilities page just to make sure these are still the case of her abilities. Okay, so I'm glad we actually took a look here. So difficulty is actually moderate for her. I would assume she'd be kind of easy, to be honest with you. But yeah, it looks like they switched the Frost Shot and the Focus Shot around. So it looks like the passive is just straight up the Frost Shot. So Ashe's attacks slow their target, causing her to deal increased damage to these targets. Yeah, I thought it would be kind of lame to like have to toggle that thing on and off. So that kind of makes sense. Ashe's critical strikes deal no bonus damage, but apply an empowered slow to the target. Okay. And then, yeah, Ranger's Focus is now Q. Ashe builds up focus by attacking. At maximum focus, Ashe can cast Ranger's Focus to consume all stacks of focus, temporarily increasing her attack speed and transforming her basic attack into a powerful flurry attack for the duration. Okay, so this is no longer crit striking, it's attack speed. She just attacks faster. Okay, so we still have Volley. Ashe fires arrows and a cone for increased damage, also applies Frost Shot. And then Hawk Shot, Ashe sends her Hawk Spear on a scouting mission anywhere on the map. Okay, so you know what? We are reacting to Ashe currently after the Still Here cinematic, the 2024 cinematic, and I was kind of wondering why she just like shot an arrow straight into the air, and this is what she was doing, wasn't it? She was doing a Hawk Shot. And then the ultimate is still Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Ashe fires a missile of ice in a straight line. If the arrow collides with an enemy champion, it deals damage and stuns the champion, stunning for longer than the farther the arrow has traveled. Okay. In addition, surrounding enemy units can take damage that are slowed. Okay, so my question is, how often do people get hit by her arrow? I feel like maybe it's easy to dodge. It is a massive arrow, though. But I guess, you know, I don't know. I feel like everybody can, if they're really good with a character, they can probably hit with all the ultimates. But yeah, I feel like it's a massive arrow. I don't know how fast it travels. The screen here, it seems like it travels a little slow. But I want to hear from all the Ashe players in game. I'm sure like she's been in the game for a very long time. I'm sure a lot of you have used Ashe at this point. How good is Ashe in the game? Has she ever been like pretty powerful, or is she just kind of the go-to Frost Archer for the game? Like, I feel like she's like, if you want to learn the basics of League of Legends, of like a Frost or of like a ranged character, I feel like she's probably the go-to. I don't know. You guys let me know. Okay, so I do know Ashe appears like randomly a little bit in some cinematics, but she like, for example, in Still Here, she's in it for like a quick second. Some of the other maybe season cinematics she may have appeared in. I've reacted to all of those cinematics. I want to just maybe do this Enter the Freljord one again. It's not like an actual cinematic, but it's just, you know, it's all about Freljord and Ashe and stuff.
Frozen, desolate place. War is coming to the Freljord. The Avarosans, the largest and strongest of the tribes.
Okay, we now know that.
Led by Ashe, they seek peaceful unification.
Peaceful unification.
The Winter's Claw, the most warlike and brutal of the
That's Sejuani's tribe. Got it.
Led by Sejuani.
Okay, so that's why.
Peace is another word for weakness.
Okay.
Sejuani has sworn to purge this weakness. Through war, the Freljord will be purified.
Okay.
Far in the north, the peaceful Frost Guard protect Freljord's ancient secrets.
Yeah, Lysandra.
Or so the world believes.
So...
In truth, the Frost Guard protect me, Lysandra. While others bicker, we prepare. When the time is right, we will strike. They cannot withstand us. They are only human. And when the war is over, the world...
This is more a Lysandra cinematic, but we got some Ashe in it. So, I mean, I feel like this is more a question for Sejuani than it is Ashe, but my question is, because I recall in the Call cinematic from 2022 that there is Sejuani and I think Olaf, and they're fighting Volibear, and I'm wondering why that's going on a little bit. But that's a whole nother, you know, reaction to Sejuani in the future, right? But okay, so I mean, at the end of the day, Ashe wants peace. She wants to unite all the tribes of Freljord, which, you know, obviously seems like the smart thing to do, but then Sejuani wants the exact opposite. So got it. So Ashe does not have a login screen or champion theme. As far as I can tell, guys, I tried looking for one, but when I go through YouTube, it does show Project Ashe has one. So we're gonna listen to this one. Obviously, it's not gonna be Ashe herself. You know, it's the Project one, which is like the futuristic cyberpunk kind of skin. So let's just give this one a listen. It's 3 minutes long. I want to hear from you guys what you guys think of this login screen as well. So let's go ahead and listen. Oh, already getting into robotic noises, cyborg noises. Okay, we're gonna preview the skin though, and it looks pretty good. This is actually 7 years old. It's pretty old. Ooh, I like the melody. It's all like electronic though, obviously. I'm not hearing any like strings or anything yet. I like it. And I mean, from my mind, Ashe is a hero, right? So we're gonna get like this heroic type of melody, I feel like. Okay, I like the bass coming in. Ooh, okay, I kind of like this song. I do like EDM and house music, so it would make sense that I like this. It does very much so feel like it is 7 years old though, like electronic music, because I feel like electronic music today is a little bit different sounding. But I'm no expert. I really like the skin too. Yeah, I mean, this sounds like just good, like a menu screen music, to be honest with you. Ooh, I like that. And then it cut out. Ooh. Oh, I heard that. I can hear the bass in the back going real fast. It's coming. It's going to start building up here in a second. Oh. Oh. Okay, I did not actually expect the strings to come in, but here they are. Oh, there's something about the background melody that's going real fast that I love. With the string, too. Like... Okay. Yeah, the background melody is so good. Oh man. Okay. I'm liking this a lot more than I thought. because I'm generally like a little iffy about the multiverse type of login screens, or the you know, because I really truly want to listen to the main theme for the character, but this sounds great. Does it fit regular Ashe? No. Not whatsoever. But Project Ashe, I say this is pretty good. I just realized this is supposed to be the hawk too. That's her hawk shot. The little drone, that's so cool. Oh yeah, I actually think this is a song that I want to add to the Spotify playlist, like rotation. This is a really good song. It just, you know, it doesn't even need lyrics to it or anything like that. It's just a typical like kind of menu login screen, like EDM music, right? For a video game, I would totally listen to. I thought this was pretty good. I think it fits Project Ashe. Again, it does kind of suck that we don't have a regular Ashe login screen. I know it's a lot of work, right? You can't just create a song out of thin air. So I get that Riot hasn't maybe made one for her yet, but this was very good. And I want to hear from you guys what you guys thought of this login screen as well. Okay, guys, so I know Ashe is pretty popular, I guess, coming from how many skins there are. So, and she's also been in the game for a very long time. So I understand that. But wow, does she have a lot of skins? We're going to try to pick our top 3. I want to hear from you guys what your favorite skins are in the comments. Okay, so we have the original Ashe skin. You know, we're just going to move on from it. We got it. We've seen it. We know what she looks like. The Freljord one, we also saw this a little bit in the gameplay spotlight. It looks very old. We're going to move on. Let's keep going. I guarantee some of these newer ones are going to be pretty sick. And I have already seen the project one, so I like that one a lot better. Sherwood Forest. Okay, we're getting like kind of elf Robin Hood vibes, I guess, here with the green and everything like that. Again, pretty basic, I feel like. So we're going to move on. All right, now we have Woad. I guess Woad, a legendary wilderness archer. So it's also still giving the same vibes. So it makes sense that they would do like just different archer variations at the beginning here with the skins, but let's keep going. Now we have Queen. Okay, that's kind of cool. It's also kind of giving off like, for some reason I'm getting like Elsa vibes, I guess, a little bit, but not really. I don't know. I've actually never even seen Frozen, but I don't know. Maybe it's just the hair and everything. Next we have Amethyst. Amethyst looks weird to me. I like the little, so yeah, she has like amethyst into her knee pads here, it looks like. But again, it's just another variation of archer armor. I think some of these are going to get crazy up ahead. So let's keep going. Heartseeker. See, now this is where we're starting to get a little bit variation. Now, I really love the skin here. Obviously, I don't know if we're going with a Valentine's vibe or, yeah, it looks like in the artwork here, we're romancing Tryndamere a little bit with our abilities here. This is a really good one. I think it's kind of fitting. I kind of like it. It is also giving off War Mother or Queen vibes because of the little throne chair there. But I think it's just kind of like a cute Valentine's skin. But let's keep going. Ooh, Marauder. Now, this is a way different take. I love the armor. There's something about this armor. It's actually giving off like Sauron from Lord of the Rings a little bit. I just love the sleekness of the armor here and just like all black or gray or whatever it is. The helmet, it's also very cool. Marauder's a contender here. I really like it. Okay, so Project, there's something about the hawk shot being a drone that I really like. And again, I've mentioned before in previous reactions, I like the cybernetic look and the like cyberpunk kind of look to it. And you know what? This Project skin might be another one that makes it in the top 3. I really like her Project skin. I actually preferred over this Marauder one, and I think this Marauder armor is totally sick. So Project is in the top 3 for now. Worlds 2017. Wow, hold on. Well, this actually looks way different than the artwork because I feel like her armor isn't that color. Oh, I guess it kind of is. This blue is a little bit lighter than in the picture here. I like it. She looks like she's got some awesome armor on. I think I actually like the gold better. It's giving off like the Leona armor or Kale armor a little bit, but I do like this, and the bow looks really, really awesome. I like that one. I'm not going to put it in the top 3 yet. I'm a little worried there's going to be some better ones. Cosmic Queen. Okay, I've said in the past, guys, I like all the cosmic galaxy type skins, just like I do with the Project ones, but this is, yeah, like look at her here. Hold on. Let's look at it in game. Yeah, oh man, it's going to be rough here. I feel like every single skin I see coming up is just going to be super, super good. Oh, I like the red and black here. It looks really good, but the gold here looks good with the purple too. Yeah, okay, Cosmic Queen, top 3 for now. Let's keep going. Okay, High Noon. So again, like the High Noon skins, I know you guys, or I know the High Noon skins are pretty popular. Something about it I'm just not the biggest fan of, but I can't deny how freaking cool the bow looks with this. And she actually looks cool. Like the hat actually looks really cool on her as well here. Ooh, I like these colors for some reason. Oh, these colors are even better. Yeah, the high noon one's actually good for Ashe. It's actually good. Some of the high noons we've seen in the past, not so good. The high noon one here is good, but I don't think it's my favorite. Dude, okay, I can see why Ashe has so many good skins, or why like she has so many skins, because these are insane. They're all so good. What the heck? Okay, Fey Dragon Ashe. Look at these already. The bow. Okay, this hands down has been the best bow we've seen. Holy crap. All the like different curves and points and everything it has on it. It's so like delicate and intricate and everything like that. This is a sick one. Crap, guys, this is going to be hard. Let's just go through all of them and I'll try to pick my favorite 3 at the end. Coven. Oh, the Coven skins are also very popular. I like the dark and like eerie vibes you kind of get from the Coven skins. They give off, you know, just like kind of villainous vibes a little bit with the Coven stuff. The bow is good here too, but I think the Fey Dragon does it a little bit better. I love red and black on these skins for some reason. It's super cool. Okay, we're gonna move on. That's a very good one. Ocean Song. Oh, okay. Are we getting like this is kind of like Pool Party, but not Pool Party? Because she's basically also wearing bikini here, but it's a little different. No, she's got like a skirt or something on. This one's good, but I actually, okay, pleasantly surprised that this is not kind of my style. I like it. I think it's good. Like if this was the only skin I had for Ashe, oh, I would absolutely use it and I'd still love it. But I think some of the other ones are better. I think I do like her hair in this actually though. But let's keep going. Okay, so we have the Lunar Empress one. So we do have a lunar skin. Lunar skins are pretty popular as well. Overwatch actually does lunar skins as well. And those are pretty good. Riot obviously is doing everything better. Yeah, okay, so the bow in here, another really, really, really cool bow design. I'm loving it. I still think Fey Dragon, for some reason, I love the way Fey Dragon is. But I love how, wait a minute, is the bow like connected all the way back here? There's something weird going on with the bow. It looks cool. I just don't know how it's actually fully connected. It looks like it's like connected to her big collar. Man, this is going to be hard, guys. I'm going to pick my top 3 after we get through all of them. Okay, so now we have DRX. Oh, I've seen the DRX skins in the past, and I've loved like almost all of them. So wait, what is DRX honoring again? Okay, this is honoring Barrel's winning performance as Ashe during 2022 championship. Okay, so let's see. There's only 2 for this one. Man, I really love the bow and everything. It's like bones and everything. It looks like bones anyways. But you know what? The DRX one, I think I like some of the other ones better. This is still a very good skin, but let's keep going. All right, and last but not least, we have Crystallis Modus. Oh, what? Hold on, the bow is insane. Okay, so we got like a ruby bow here, and then we got like a sapphire bow going on here. I like the red a lot better than the blue. Maybe I just like red as a color better than blue, but it's not my favorite color. Okay, anyways, if you don't hear your favorite skin in my top 3, please don't be offended because these are all super, super good, but I just have a little bit of a preference for some of these previous ones. So I'm actually going to put, so Fey Dragon is going to be in my top 3 skins here. I like Cosmic Queen a lot as well. And then the last one, I kind of want to put the Worlds 2017 in, but I actually really like the Project skin, guys. So Project skin, I don't know. I like the futuristic like armor and everything here with that one. So I think it's really, really good. Those are my top 3, guys. So Fey Dragon again, Cosmic Queen, and Project. I want to hear your guys' favorite skins in the comments. Please let me know. And the tiny bit of trivia we have on the same page here, it says Ashe's dance references Gen-I Meryl by Alize. Okay, so we have where the dance is referenced from. Ashe shares similarities with Ashelia Benargan Dalmasca from Final Fantasy XII. I did not play that Final Fantasy. I think Final Fantasy VII is probably my favorite. Their names are similar and both became queens, use ranged weapons. Ashelia uses hand bombs, and then were once hunted down to prevent them from leading their respective peoples. Ashe is the first and so far the only champion to possess 2 global ranged abilities, being Hawkshot and Enchanted Crystal Arrow. Time Winder and Chrono Break's ranges can be global, albeit situational. Okay, whose abilities are those? Those are Echo's abilities, okay. Ashe was named for Mark Tryndamere Merrill's wife, Ashley. Oh, Mark Merrill. So Mark Merrill named Tryndamere, or is Mark Merrill nicknamed as Tryndamere? Okay, anyways, very cool. As of December 9, 2017, well, that was a long time ago, Ashe has featured on the free champion rotation more than any other champion 76 times. So this is where I mentioned at the beginning of the video, when I tried League of Legends a very, very, very long time ago, Ashe was in that free champion rotation to try out, and that's where I tried her for the very first time. In Summoner's Rift, Thornmail was once recommended as a situational item for Ashe. This was the most likely a reference to the old basic tutorial, where Ashe is pre-selected as the player's champion, and Thornmail is the only purchasable item. Okay. In the now removed official League of Legends forums, the icon of focus was used to represent the new player forum section. Okay, so and I think her focus ability icon has totally changed, right? All right, very cool stuff here, guys. I really enjoyed all her skins. She definitely seems like she has some of the most skins of a lot of the other champions, so cool. For her fandom wiki, we're just going to start with the appearance because all the stuff up there was just straight from the biography and story. So let's move on. So appearance, Ashe is a slender, pale-skinned woman with long white hair. She wears light, elegant robes with a distinct palette of black, dark blue, and gold. She also wields Avaros's True Ice bow. Personality, Ashe is smart, stoic, serene, and has a calm disposition. She is idealistic as well, believing that by retaking their ancient tribal lands once more will unite the Freljord. Yeah, and I think this right here is why I really like Ashe. I like that she's a smart, stoic, has a calm disposition. Like, she just seems very intelligent. So that's really why I take a liking to Ashe. However, Ashe is implied to have a heated temper as well. Oh, okay. Especially when one of her allies betrays her and joins the opposition. She also holds a strong compassion to those who side with her, getting enraged should something bad happen to them. She deeply resents the ice trolls, likely due to their allegiance to Lysandra, and thinks that they should be wiped off the face of the Freljord. Oh, wow. Okay, so hold on. So there's something here. It says when one of her allies betrays her. So my guess is there's something that we don't know where an ally has betrayed her that we don't know about possibly. And then there's also the whole thing about hating ice trolls. But maybe she doesn't truly, like, I feel like Ashe maybe doesn't exactly know what's going on with Lysandra. Like, her and Sejuani probably don't truly know what Lysandra's doing. Maybe I'm wrong though. Okay, so abilities. Iceborne physiology. Ashe is one of the Iceborne individuals with a magical alteration to their bodies that makes them inherently resistant to the cold. Because of these resistances, Ashe is capable of wielding True Ice, a magical material that constantly freezes and never melts. Bow proficiency. Ashe is extremely talented in the art of archery since childhood, capable of firing arrows with extreme precision at far distances. She currently wields a magical bow made of True Ice, believed to have been previously wielded by the revered Freljordian goddess Avarosa. Using this bow, Ashe can summon frost arrows as ammunition, capable of completely freezing her enemies in an instant. Oh, abilities. We have leadership in here. Okay, as the current war mother of the Avarosans, Ashe is a formidable leader and successfully leads the Avarosans on their mission for a newly united and modernized Freljord. Diplomacy mastery. Unlike the rest of the Freljord, Ashe focuses primarily on diplomatic relationships and has become well-versed in all manners of negotiation in modern politics. With this, she has successfully made the Avarosans one of the largest tribes in the Freljord, thanks to the many alliances made on Ashe's behalf. And I actually really like that this is included amongst her abilities, because I think, man, I truly did not know of all the like politics going on up in Freljord, but I actually love it. And it makes me like the Freljord region even more, because I feel like we lack it a little bit. Maybe I just haven't dove into it too much, but like we lack that kind of politics a little bit when it comes to like Noxus or Ionia or Demacia. I mean, I guess they do have their own politics, but I'm very much interested in the Freljordian politics, I guess. Okay, relations. This is where I'm quite a bit interested on some of these other ones. So let's see. So Sejuani, Ashe and Sejuani were childhood friends, but were separated when Ashe's mother offered Sejuani's grandmother about how she was raising Sejuani. You know what I've noticed is a constant theme amongst League of Legends champions is a lot of these people are friends in their childhood with other champions, and then later on they hate each other. Like, is there one where they're still friends going on into the future? They were eventually reunited as teenagers after Ashe's tribe was decimated by Lysandra's frost priests. Okay, but the two had a falling out during a raid against a neighbor of the Winter's Claw. These neighbors, whom Ashe did not want to kill, would later become the first members of the new Avarosans. The two once saw each other as sisters. Okay, so Trundle. Legends of Runeterra cards suggest Ashe's Avarosan and Trundle's trolls are in direct conflict, which has resulted in a number of loss for the tribe. For that reason, Ashe wants the race to be exterminated. Wow. Ashe really has a hatred for Trundle and his ice trolls, I guess. Okay, Anivia. We don't have anything here for Volibear or Ornn, but Anivia says Anivia is the demigod that Ashe prays to the most and the one that she has the deepest connection to. This is because she speaks the most to Ashe's hopes and beliefs. Rumors say a recently hatched Anivia has met Ashe, and perhaps Anivia sees one who may be able to finally reunite the Freljord. Okay, maybe that's something that's included in Anivia's lore. Because there's no mention of Anivia whatsoever so far. Nunu and Willump. It is unknown if Nunu and Willump support Ashe, but their deeds around the Freljord lead towards the same goal. Okay, I know Nunu and Willump have their own game that came out semi-recently, but other than that, we don't know anything about those two. Tryndamere. Ashe and Tryndamere are blood sworn in political marriage, but the two eventually develop genuine affection for each other. Ashe originally married Tryndamere in order to avoid having to marry multiple suitors from neighboring tribes. All of this, in turn, an inside reference at Riot. The name of Riot's co-founder, Mark Tryndamere Merrill's wife, is Ashley. That's such a cool... That's kind of like wholesome, unless they get divorced, but... it's kind of wholesome that like Tryndamere and Ashe are married in game, and then like the co-creator or co-founder of Riot also is married to somebody named Ashley. It's just kind of cool. All right, Lysandra. Unbeknownst to all, Lysandra is the Ice Witch of Freljordian legend who is actually waiting for the right moment to strike Ashe's and Sejuani's tribe and wipe out any potential incarnations of Avarosa and Cyrilda in order to take over the Freljord. As revealed by Lysandra, she herself is one of the three sisters who led the Iceborne uprising against the Watchers. Whether or not she knows Ashe and Sejuani are potentially direct descendants of her sisters, making her their great aunt many, many times removed, is unknown. Okay. Yeah, we kind of knew all this about Lysandra already reacting to her. Okay, we didn't learn too much here with the relations. I guess the Anivia stuff is a little interesting. The Nunu and Willump. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Nunu and Willump. It's all like kind of a mystery here. And then she clearly does not like Trundle and his trolls very much. Okay, so it looks like Ashe also has her own comic called War Mother. There's only 4 here, so that would also be another comic that maybe I could do a separate video for. Just let me know if you guys want to see that in the future. Let me know. Okay, we do have a lot of trivia here at the bottom. Let's go ahead and get into it. Ashe's true ice bow is said to have belonged to her supposed ancestor Avarosa, the ancient Iceborne queen of unified Freljord. However, dialogue from Swain suggests Ashe has possibly lied about unearthing the bow from Avarosa's tomb. Ashe's comic series War Mother showed her unearthing it from an ancient battlefield. Its true origins and original wielder are unknown. See, this is where I'm kind of like, maybe Ashe really truly isn't, you know, reincarnated Avarosa, but she is using a very powerful bow. Maybe she straight up is just using the bow from Avarosa. I don't know. Dialogue from Tarek suggests the bow is actually a celestial weapon of Targon infused with true ice by one of her ancestors who were of the stars. Ooh, now we're getting super interesting lore about the bow. I'm so curious. According to Lysandra's biography, the only ancestor stated to have ever had any interaction with Targon was Cyrilda, Sejuani's ancestor, which ultimately suggests the bow might actually have been Cyrilda's. In one of their Legends of Runeterra interactions, Lysandra calls Ashe Pretender, suggesting the bow may not have belonged to Avarosa. See, I'm so intrigued by this. I want to know from you guys in the community, like, is Ashe, do you guys actually think Ashe is reincarnated Avarosa? Or do you guys think it's all pretend? Like, it's all fake? Or like it's just not, she truly just has magical powers and everything like that, but she truly is not reincarnated Avarosa. Okay, Ashe is around 23 years old. Wow, very young. I mean, I feel like that's pretty young anyways. Ashe was 15 or 16 in War Mother. In game, she's around 21 to 24. Okay. Ashe's hair was originally blonde, but turned white since she picked up the bow. Oh, I didn't know that. Hawkshot is derived from the power of Anivia. That's cool. Yrel is likely Ashe's biological father, but to emphasize or call that out would be disrespectful to the other Oath Fathers and presume greater importance. I don't know what that means. Okay, and then it says in the old lore, which is, I don't know. Ashe directly took the bow from Avarosa's grave. Okay, so this is old lore. Evidence to support Ashe's heritage stemmed from Ezreal's uncle Light, stating her striking resemblance to Avarosa herself, as well as the fact Ashe was supposedly led to Avarosa's grave by a great hawk, where she found her ancestor's true ice bow. War Mother shows us the real story of how she got her bow, though, and her new voiceover makes it clear that Ashe's image as a descendant of Avarosa is an act. Okay, so this is saying straight up, it is an act. She is not reincarnated Avarosa. And then it says multiple Legends of Runeterra artwork suggests that Avarosan and Frostguard may enter direct conflicts at some point in the future. Yeah, this is another part of lore where, like, in the future lore of Freljord, I want to see like the big conflict of like Lysandra, Ashe, and Sejuani pushed a little bit. Okay, so the Avarosan, led by Ashe, are engaged in a civil war with the Winter's Claw, led by Sejuani, over the sovereignty of the Freljord. The Frostguard, led by Lysandra, appears to be political allies of the Avarosan, but in truth, they are waiting to strike both tribes in order to make the way for the Watcher's return and rule the Freljord. Okay. Anivia, Gragas, Nunu, and Willump are allies of the Avarosan. Gragas, the only thing I know about Gragas is he's like a big fat guy, isn't he? I don't know. Okay, during the events of the journey into the Freljord, Ashe met Quinn and Valor when they visited her territory on a scouting mission at Jarvan IV's behest. Valor has come to like Ashe, a rare display towards anyone other than Quinn herself. I don't even know who Valor is. Quinn I have heard of, though. Okay. There was one scandal involving Ashe and Pantheon due to them being found meeting in the middle of the night, raising concerns of Ashe's infidelity. Oh, I feel like this is just This is fan fiction from the community, I feel like. Ashe married Tryndamere for purely political reasons. However, according to Blitzcrank's dating service, they are a perfect match. Blitzcrank has a dating service? Excuse me? All right, we got to react to Blitzcrank right away. All right, that was really cool stuff. We actually learned quite a bit in the trivia here. I'm really questioning now, like, is she the reincarnated Avarosa or not? It's really pushing from the community here. It sounds like no, because of the War Mother comics. But I want to hear from you guys, though. All right, we're going to get into the Legends of Runeterra card interactions first. This is a Skin Spotlights 4 years old video. So this is right when Legends of Runeterra first came out. So we're going to have to like skim through and find all the Ashe voice lines.
You are the shield of our people.
And you are their future.
Okay, so Anivia and Ashe,
Did you know
yeah.
Avarosa?
She was bold, fair, kind, much like you.
Oh, see, but then you get these voice lines that make me think she is reincarnated Avarosa, but I just don't know.
Rum will protect you.
Avarosans protect each other.
Okay.
Are the tales about you true?
All stories have some truth. Sometimes battle is unavoidable.
We fight so others won't have to.
Okay.
Come here often.
Oh
Only when
my.
it's cold out.
Is this Tryndamere flirting? Hold on, stop.
Into the fray!
I've got your back. I was hoping you'd be here.
Seems we're both looking for trouble.
Okay, I'm liking the dialogue between the two. It's cool.
These are Avarosan lands.
Only if you can defend them.
Ooh.
Out here, only the strong survive.
I think Ashe can defend herself.
We fight as one. That is our strength.
I like it.
Avarosans have grown weak.
Do not mistake mercy for weakness.
I love that voice line because I think it is absolutely true. Do not mistake mercy for weakness. I actually think it can be a strength in some cases.
Show me a worthy opponent.
You could have fought by my side.
This is if Tryndamere is an
Come
enemy.
back, please.
Oh, whoa. Whoa. This was mentioned in the fandom where, like, when an ally of hers dies, she gets real emotional about it. And wow, I want to hear that again. Like, the delivery of that line of Tryndamere dying or an ally dying is, like, really, they did a really great job with that.
You could have fought by my
Let's
side.
listen to it again.
Come back, please.
Yeah,
You
like, that's such a good
promised you'd
delivery.
live forever.
Oh,
I'd
you promised you'd live forever. Can Tryndamere actually live forever?
die 1,000 times for you.
Could
Wow.
you just stay alive instead?
A lifetime of wandering brought me here.
You're home now.
I'll
Dude, I'm like, this is kind of wholesome, these two,
show
actually.
them the might of our tribes.
Unless my arrows do first.
My
Okay,
right
sure.
arm is a lot stronger than my left arm.
Okay, wait a minute. Well, okay, I presume that's because he uses the sword in his right arm, right? Okay.
Ashe, I didn't expect this.
Fate can be cruel.
Okay, that's if she's an enemy.
You return hope to this broken land.
Together, we'll find peace for the Freljord.
I like that. Having Anivia as an ally, like, that's got to be pretty powerful, right? I'm not quite sure how powerful Anivia is lore-wise, but I would imagine she's pretty powerful.
I will unite the Freljord.
This is your war mother? Pathetic.
Please. You're going to say that to Ashe? Come on. Okay, as we're scrolling through these, trying to find the Ashe voice lines, what's the deal with Poros? You guys let me know.
I will unite the
Avarosan
Freljord.
Outriders.
War Mother Ashe, the honor is ours.
I like that. I like that people, look up to Ashe for sure.
Many tribes, one Freljord.
We could use your help.
We
Cool.
go where the War Mother bids.
Glad to have you.
She
United,
seems very wholesome.
nothing can stop us.
That Elna could use a bath.
Oh. Okay, so this is called an Elnuk. She doesn't like when things smell, like most of us.
Guide our allies, my friend.
Omen Hawk.
Show them the way. I thought these were just stories. Bale Striders. I learned my scars. Young cub, I could show you a better way.
Okay.
I've got these. Is this the life you want?
Oh, interesting. Interesting voice lines there from Ashe. Okay, so that's all we have for the special interactions for Ashe. At least, like, these are 4 years old, so if there's been some newer interactions between Ashe and some other champs, we're just not going to see those because they aren't included in this video. But I do really like the interactions between Ashe and Tryndamere. They very much seem like a couple. They very much seem happy. And again, like I really learned from when Tryndamere dies or when an ally dies, like she truly, like her heart hurts when an ally dies. And that shows that she has, you know, she just cares for her friends, which is really awesome. So that means she also cares for what she's doing. She really does want to unite the Freljord. She doesn't want to see her friends die. She just really cares, you know, and I think that's a great thing for a leader to have. I'm also I like that we got to see like the various allies here. So Anivia is also helping. Braum seems like he's also on her side. You know, I think the majority of the Freljord, I could be wrong. Well, I guess it is the majority because the Avarosan tribe is the biggest, but the majority of the Freljord are with Ashe, and they truly want to just be united and have peace in the Freljord. But unfortunately, we have, you know, Lysandra and Sejuani kind of messing things up. I mean, other than that, I feel like we got like kind of typical heroic kind of voice lines here. Like, so the one that's behind me says, "We fight as one, that is our strength." Those are kind of like just heroic kind of voice lines that you would typically hear from somebody that is a hero or like a leader. And you have to have those voice lines for a champion like this. So I think they're great. All right, guys, let's move on to the actual league interactions. I'm curious what they have in there. Okay, we're going to start off with her special interactions. It looks like these were from 4 years ago. So maybe when Legends of Runeterra came out, she also got updated voice lines in game, which thank you, Riot. I really appreciate that. And then we'll do the voice lines after these interactions.
So, Braum, no shirt, huh? And I don't have pants. Yay, Freljord.
I love it. Okay, I love when we get some humor in here. That was great. I mean, they're Iceborn, right? So they can resist it, truly.
We are winter people from a frozen land, so we must pop it, pop it.
What? We must pop it, pop it. What does this mean? I'm so confused.
Yay, Freljord.
Oh, here's Gragas.
Did any of us get cold weather clothes?
Oh my god, I love she is basically calling out the devs. You know how there's like always this thing about like battle armor and like women or men wearing the most ridiculous stuff into armor when it goes into video games because they don't wear like actual stuff that you should wear. This is kind of funny.
So which one is the pig? Kidding.
Oh, okay. Holy crap. I love these voice lines already more than the Legends of Runeterra ones. These are so good.
How do you like the curves? I was talking about the bow.
Okay, what is happening here?
Anivia, how often have I sought your guidance? And how like a god to betray a mortal's trust?
Oh, wait a minute. Wait, did Anivia betray Ashe in some case here?
Braum, what are you doing over there? Are you drunk?
Oh, this is just if they're on the enemy side. Okay,
Gragas,
got it.
Are you blind? You're on the wrong side.
Okay.
Again.
Ooh, let me know about the Gragas lore there, guys. I know Gragas probably isn't the most popular champ, but...
Lysandra, the fate of our people hangs in the balance, and you betray me?
Yeah, well, it's gonna happen.
You named me battle sister and kin, Sejuani. Do not make me fight you.
She is... Okay, so this goes along with what we read in the fandom again. She gets very mad when her friends or people betray her that she expected to be on her side.
The enemy of mankind. You will die like a beast.
Okay, that might be a little too far, Ashe. I don't know if all trolls are against mankind.
Tryndamere,
I mean, I don't know though.
what have you become?
I love seeing this now that we've watched the Still Here cinematic. It's adding to my reaction here with these two. I like that.
Shaman, I am no enemy of the old gods
Ooh,
or
dear.
Sejuani.
I do.
Must we fight?
I don't know anything about this champ, guys, so let me know, I guess, what this is. She's no enemy of the old gods or Sejuani.
Ancient One, go! The Volibear is honored here, but unwanted.
Okay.
Know
Unwanted,
this,
she
I
says.
am Ashe. I am the bow.
Okay. She calls herself
I
the
am
bow.
Ashe, daughter of Grenna, war mother of the Avarosans. Prepare yourself, you face an Iceborn.
Ooh, I like how she says that you face an Iceborn to make it really scary.
I will face you, sister.
Still calling her sister.
Sejuani. Goodbye, sister.
There she goes again. Like, she's very emotional when a friend sort of dies here.
Troll. My tribe will destroy your foul race.
Okay, okay. So, all right, Ashe is a little racist against trolls. Understood.
Tryndamere, my love. I always suspected this would be our end.
Oh, she always suspected she would have to kill him.
May the voices quiet for you, shaman.
Okay. Let me know again. Anything about
Man no
Udyr?
longer needs the Volibear. Return, and I will slay you again.
Ooh, I like that.
No one escapes my aim.
Okay, so this is a kill with an ultimate. With her ultimate, I
No
mean.
one escapes winter.
No one escapes winter, depending on where you live,
No
actually.
one escapes my bow.
All right, those are all good.
Right between the eyes.
That's a good one.
I only needed one shot.
Hmm.
You fought an Iceborn. Death was the only possible outcome.
Again, I love how she's making the Iceborn scary.
Fog, warm blood. Was that your best? I killed you without trying.
Okay, so what is Sfog here? And then she calls her a warm blood. So interesting.
Fog. I have seen babies
There she is
fight
again.
better than you.
Babies? Wow, that's an insult
No sagas will mark their passing.
against babies.
Mark where they died. That was as close as they got.
Okay, she's real confident. I like
They
it.
fought an Iceborn. They died. Are all Southerners so weak?
Southerners. She's
Praise
very prideful of being from the Freljord, obviously,
I'm the
guys.
Firebringer. I ask for your wisdom, First Builder and Forge Lord.
Okay, so she is praying a little bit to Ornn here.
The thousand-pierced beast. Give my people the resilience of your wilderness and the fury of
So
your storm.
she prays to all three. Okay.
Praise Anivia, the Frostbringer. Let us feel the coming of change. Grant us the freedom to travel in
And
safety.
she's, you know, she's praying to all three in
Praise
different for
Kindred,
different
the
things.
Two hunters.
Praise Kindred. Excuse me?
Pray we see death's approach, so we may complete our labors and die with our eyes open.
Whoa. Okay. So I know not everybody knows about Kindred, but do Freljordians just know about Kindred? See, now this is adding even more to the Still Here cinematic because, you know, obviously Tryndamere fights Kindred in that. This is interesting. Okay.
Blessed Three Sisters, give me strength to endure what I must.
The Three Sisters.
Give me courage to fight who I must. Give me knowledge to see the truth.
I like these
Bless
prayers.
us, Ildharg, Warden of Sacrifice.
Ildharg. Who's that, guys?
Protect my husband.
Warden of
Protect my
Sacrifice.
people. If my death pleases you, let it sustain my tribe.
I like how into it she is with these. Like, she's really trying to pray for her and her tribe and just Freljord, you know? She really
My
cares,
mother
like I
loved
said.
me. She fought and died trying to give me a better life.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well,
I fight and will die
guess.
fighting to give all Avarosans a better life.
There you go. Like I said, she
I
really
have
does.
heard no better words than the strong must try the impossible.
Hmm.
This is the oath I must fulfill.
The strong must try the impossible. Okay.
In the north, a great chieftain is called War Mother. Who but a mother has the right to risk lives in war?
Hmm.
The goddess Avarosa. I say I hear her voice,
Okay.
but I hear only my mother's and mourn her passing.
Okay, so there's a couple of things with this one here, I feel like. She says, I say I hear her voice. Meaning, again, I feel like it's going down the lines of, like, she truly isn't, you know, reincarnate Avarosa again here. It's kind of fake, maybe. Again, I don't know. And then she truly is grieving for her mother and mourns her passing. Again, going down the lines of when she loses an ally or whenever she loses a family member or a tribesman or something like that, she really, like, it hurts her on the inside, you know?
I dream of the day after the tribes are unified. I dream of no longer needing to lead.
Yeah, when the job's
It is
done,
not the
but I don't think
goddess
it'll ever happen.
Avarosa's glory I wish to recapture. It is our people's.
Okay.
Destiny. I have always hated that word. It is a worm that ruins lives and murders innocence.
Wow.
It is a deceiver and bringer of woe.
Wow. I love her take on the word destiny. She doesn't see destiny as a good thing at all. She says it ruins lives and murders innocence. It is a deceiver and bringer of woe, meaning like it can lead people to believe that, oh, I'm destined to do this, when like that word just kind of, it's not a good word. I like that. Okay.
I am a war mother, a chieftain, only because no one else will do what must be done.
Yeah. Okay.
We praise the leader who unifies, forgetting it is only the unity that matters.
Only the unity that matters.
What is it to lead? It is to lie. It is to preach
Oh.
caution even when you are elated. It is to
Wow.
give hope even when you feel none.
Wow. And that's why being a leader is a hard thing to do, right?
You do not aim a bow at the target. You fire knowing where the target will be.
Correct.
This
It's a
is vision.
projectile.
I loved my mother. I loved my battle sister. I love my people. It is because of this love that I fight.
Dude, okay, Ashe, hold on, man. Ashe is slowly becoming like her voice lines, man. I don't know. I love her voice lines. They're so
Clan or
well done.
tribe, they will join us. This is the will of Avarosa.
She's just such a smart lady,
Avarosan
man.
is the tribe of many, because all Freljordians are one people.
Yes. It's
Avarosa
true.
speaks one truth, as all gods must. She is our dream of unity.
Avarosa is the dream
The
of
three
unity.
sisters are a myth that has strangled our people. It is
Wow.
a tale of failure.
Wow, dude. She has all these like crazy, insightful takes on all these things, like the word destiny. Here she's having a take on the three sisters. Dude, okay, that's it for the special interactions. We're going to do the voice lines, which I'm sure we're going to get more of like just additional stuff on top of these. But I want to talk about these a little bit here. There isn't really too much with the interactions here. I guess the ones with Gragas and Udyr are the ones that I have a little bit of questions about because I just don't know those champions. Tryndamere, we also kind of don't know anything about. So if there's something in here that's a little bit like I just don't know about it, please let me know. But other than that here, I pretty much understood a lot of these voice lines for the interactions. But then when we got to, oh yeah, I guess there was this word about Svag. Warm blood, I don't know what that means, but all of this stuff here, Ildhorg, the Warden of Sacrifice, let me know who that is. I'm not quite sure who that is, but man, all these different prayers. She prayed to all three, you know, the Volibear, Anivia, and Ornn, praising kindred here, which is interesting. Pray we see death's approach so we may complete our labors and die with our eyes open. She is just, I don't know, like she is probably one of the smarter champions. I could be wrong. I know we've reacted to some very, very smart people in the past already, but I don't know. I really like her insightful takes, and she definitely seems to have like a grasp on this leadership thing and what it means to be a leader and the sacrifices that she has to make and just like what her ultimate goal is. She has love and compassion for her people. She has a lot of love for her allies. So that's why you can tell when an ally dies or betrays her, it wounds her deeply, right? I'm coming to love Ashe, guys. Like these voice lines are incredible. And you know what I mean? Like if you've seen any of my previous videos, I usually have a strong reaction to the ones that are just like funny or trash talk, sassy, right? Like I really like those kinds of voice lines. But this is a different thing. I really am having a strong reaction to just like this insightfulness coming from Ashe. And of course, we did have some funny voice lines at the very beginning that I liked too. But other than that, let's move on. I want to see the rest of the voice lines. I think these voice lines have made Ashe one of my favorites, actually. All right, we're going to scroll through these voice lines for Ashe because I'm sure there's going to be repeats in here, but let's go ahead and listen. What do we got?
Avarosa, guide me. Lead
Okay,
the
here's some new
target.
ones.
We will unite the Freljord. Swiftly now. We must press on. Peace requires a steady hand.
Ooh, I
Do
like
not
that.
confuse mercy for weakness.
Oh, we did
A
hear that
battle
one.
worthy of the Freljord. Today, the fate of our people hangs in the balance.
Hmm.
The Freljord shall unite. Let's see how close they can get. My tribe
She's
will
very
bring
confident.
peace to the north. The south should fear
The
us.
South should
Move
fear
quickly.
us.
Position well.
You know, actually, that brings up a question in my mind. Is there kind of a, like, what do other, not other tribes, but like, what does the southern continent feel regarding Freljord and stuff, right? Like, I know they can't really last too long up there because they have to be iceborne and stuff to resist the cold a little bit, but I'm a little curious, is there really like a northerner versus southerner kind of thing going on here? Or
And
not
the
really?
battle is won before blood is drawn. I will show them the power of an iceborne.
Right, we do like any
We
of
are
those
all
iceborne,
kin of kin, blood
voice
of
lines.
blood. The day our tribes are one, the world will tremble.
Wow.
I am Freljordian. Family, tribe, they are all. I am
I'm sorry, when I hear somebody say the word family, I think of Vin Diesel from Fast and Furious.
War mother. I have given oaths to few. I have taken oaths from many. Seek peace, but bring the tools of war.
Ooh, that's a good one. Seek peace, but bring the tools of war because you never know.
The bow is my will given form. I am
Oh,
it is me. No fate is
Ooh.
written, except by us. Gods and
we write our own fate. Okay.
spirits guide us. but our lives are our own.
That's another one. She's saying our own actions truly define who we are.
There
kind of.
will be peace in the Freljord. I will forge it. My people know
I hope you
only
do.
cold and hardship. I will teach them peace. I hold a bow of true ice. I hold my heart.
I hold my heart. Wow.
Earthbound and Iceborn, Spirit Walker and Fireborn. All Freljordians are my kin.
Okay, so Hearthbound, Spirit Walker, and Fireborn.
I was born into poverty. All Freljordians are.
Oh.
I will not allow us
Are they really? I guess because it's just the winter and it's nobody's rich up there, I guess?
to be
I don't know.
divided. We are one. They think me cold. I have seen things the Southerners cannot imagine.
That's
What is
probably true.
goodness but trying to do better than your forebears.
Yes.
The ice is not pain, it is surrender. Together, we are strong. Together, we are Avarosan. I
Okay.
do not seek the throne of Avarosa. I dream of a
Right.
nation for my people. When I say Avarosa, I hear my mother and her dreams.
Because that was truly her mother's dream, wasn't it? Like, her mother, Grenna, was the one actually seeking out the prophecy of Avarosa.
All the world on one arrow. Coward. May you die
Oh,
with
this is if you ban Ashe. Okay.
your eyes closed.
Oh,
You
wow.
will not conquer the Freljord. I will free it. Take a good look. It's the
Okay, some new
last you'll
taunts.
get. This is the latest in Freljordian fashion. They call it a skirt.
Okay, here we go again. Them making fun of the devs, really, for giving her such skimpy clothing in the Freljord.
This outfit makes total sense. Just look closer and think about it less. Now,
Think about it less.
really, put that apple on your head. Oh,
Oh,
I don't have to
what was the last part of that? I like the apple on the head part, though.
see you to shoot you. Oh, really?
Huh?
Check this out. Who makes a bow out of ice? No
Okay.
one escapes my aim.
Okay, we got her laugh here. Oh, wow. Okay, many different laughs here.
I will face you, sister. My aim is steady. My arrows fly true. For
Okay.
the Freljord, I do my best work from afar. Never lose focus. You face true ice. You face death.
I like
Fate
that.
will treat you coldly. As
Ooh.
ice shatters,
Oh, I'm actually a
so
little surprised we haven't gotten a little bit more like puns and stuff with like ice and cold and stuff. But
Tell you, you face an iceborn. Flee from the cold.
Flee
my
from the
mercy
cold.
has limits. This is my warning to you. I don't miss. You would challenge an iceborn? Thunk. Fate did not
Thunk.
choose you.
Thunk! I love that one.
Feel winter's sting. I was raised for war. I am iceborn. I greet you as a Freljordian.
Ooh.
The cold does not forgive. Strike quickly. Faster
Okay,
than
here we
my
go.
arrows?
Spellcast.
I think not. Stand together. This is the fury of an iceborn. Rain death. Make it
Ooh, I like that
count.
rain
I
death.
won't miss. Let fly. Can't miss. Arrows fly. Away. Reveal what is hidden. Lead our way.
Okay, here's the hawk
Show us
shot.
a path. Anivia, guide us. Spirit,
There's the
reveal our
Anivia
way.
guide us,
All
like
that
it.
frost
Okay.
touches, we know.
Very cool. I wish they would slow those down a little bit. These voice, I get it. They want to like get them going real fast and everything, but I kind of do just so I could like react to them a little bit better. But they make them go really fast. So not too much new here. I do like that we still took a stab a little bit at the design of what clothing she's wearing. Literally living in the northern part, she's wearing a skirt and showing skin. I get it. It is kind of funny that they make fun of that. You know, other than that, we still got a few more like Iceborn quotes and things like that. I really like Ashe's voice lines. Now, I know these, it looks like these were done 4 years ago, so I'm really glad that they updated her voice lines or they added them in. Maybe she didn't even have that many going into this, but I want to hear from you guys overall, like what you guys think of Ashe's voice lines. Again, I think she's a very powerful, smart, just a very intelligent woman that it makes me like her character and the way she thinks, the way she wants, like her goal overall, the compassion she has for like her allies and things like that and her people. It just makes you like her champion quite a bit, unless you're just like totally into villain characters, which I can totally get too, because who doesn't love Aatrox, right? But I really like this this champion because, you know, it wasn't the funny voice lines that I generally like try to go for and everything like that. This is kind of the opposite. And it was just a very smart, intelligent woman that I think I'm here for her cause, and I'm really actually want her to succeed. And I like the way she is leading her people in the Freljord. And I really like all the politics that we have going on in the Freljord. And it makes me want to dive a little bit more into that. And, you know, maybe even do Sejuani next. I don't know if she has voice lines, though, or like maybe Tryndamere or something, just to get more of an idea of like what's going on in the north, because we have been doing a lot of stuff, you know, in Ionia or whoever down in the southerner section of League of Legends. But I'm very much more excited about the Freljord now that we've gotten into Ashe's champion. I think Ashe in the Freljord and the Sejuani and Lissandra and all that stuff, I don't think they're going to do anything with that lore-wise, I feel like, because if they truly are making this MMO, I think they're going to save that kind of, that whole like thing that's going on in the Freljord, perfect for an MMO. Perfect to make like some sort of scenario or something like that to push the lore forward in the MMO. Because there's so much they could do, right? I think there's a lot that they could do with all these tribes and things up there. Maybe they'll do something with Trundle or something, because maybe Ashe really will try to go out and kill all the ice trolls. I don't know. But I don't think, like, I think this whole scenario that they have going on in the northern part in the Freljord could be very, very good for the MMO to make, I don't know, like raid boss up there, like Lissandra could be a raid boss, or like just moving the lore forward with Ashe and Sejuani, or even with Ornn and Anivia and Volibear. Like there's a lot of stuff going on up there that I really would like to see them push forward, but I don't think it'll happen until the MMO stuff. And of course, I like to see like kind of where these champs just could go in the future lore wise though, and I don't think they're going to do anything with Ashe. So I think Ashe is going to stay put with where she is, leading the Avarosans, still recruiting people, maybe, you know, protecting her land, still trying to unite the Freljord, but it's not going to happen. That's why they created Sejuani. That's why Sejuani's on the opposite side, preventing that from happening. And then, you know, we have, if anything moves forward lore-wise, it'll be Lissandra and the Watchers, I think, even though I feel like that would maybe be the least possible thing to move forward, because, you know, the Watchers is very far off, I feel like. I don't know. Like, that doesn't seem like anything that'll happen anytime soon either, but I think everybody's going to be, like, locked in on where they're currently at, and I don't think Riot's going to touch it. Because if they do, I don't know, it'll shake things up in the north, right? If they touch anything up there. Right now, it's kind of just locked dead, right? Like, they don't want to touch it because it'll change a lot. All right, guys, so I will say, I think Ashe has climbed up to just be one of my favorite champions. I don't know. There's just something about her personality and like the compassion that she has for her people, the delivery of the voice lines. I mean, she didn't really have a champion theme for me to get at, I guess, which kind of sucks. But overall, I just like the design of her champion. I know she's also one of the older ones. Ashe is just, I don't know. I really liked Ashe, and I really like this reaction and just getting to know this champion, and it really intrigues me to learn more about the Freljord. All right, guys, that's going to do it for the reaction. I'd appreciate if you left a thumbs up on this video. It does help other people see it, and please consider subscribing to the channel. We have a bunch of other League of Legends reactions to check out. Of course, we did just react to Still Here recently in 2024, so if you want to check that out, please do, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.